In Geneva, the head of the World Health Organization fired back at the criticism of the body.
If you don't want many more body bags, then you refrain from politicizing it.
Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus asked about criticism levelled against the WHO by US President Donald Trump, said it is dangerous to get political during a pandemic.
No need to use COVID to score political punches. No need. You have many other ways to prove yourselves. This is not the one to use for politics. It's like playing with fire.
The day before, Mr. Trump criticised the WHO, claiming it hadn't raised enough alarms about the virus.
They called it wrong. They missed the call. They could have called it months earlier. They would have known. And they should have known. And they probably did know. So we'll be looking into that very carefully.
In his remarks on Wednesday, the Director General of the WHO pointed out that the organisation had been closely following and issuing advisories about the virus since early January. Mr. Trump also criticised the WHO for not supporting his travel ban of people coming from China.
They said there's no big deal, there's no big problem, there's no nothing. And then ultimately, when I closed it down, they actually said that I made a mistake in closing it down, and it turned out to be right.
A CNN fact check found that although Trump is correct that the WHO didn't support his travel restrictions with China, the WHO opposes most international travel restrictions and sees them as ineffectual. And while not addressing Mr. Trump's criticism directly, the Director General called on the US and China to now cooperate.
The United States and China should come together and fight this dangerous enemy. They should come together to fight it.
Mr. Trump also repeatedly said the WHO had been China-centric. The Director General said they don't play favourites.
If you look back over the years even, they're very much, everything seems to be very biased toward China. That's not right.
We're close to every nation. We're colorblind. We're, wealth blind. We don't see. For us, rich and poor is the same. For us, weak and strong is the same. For us, small and big is the same. For us, people who are in the south or in the north, east or west are the same.
At one point on Tuesday, Mr. Trump said he would suspend funding for the organisation, though he later denied saying that, and then clarified he was just going to look into it. Isa Suarez, CNN.